Today we will be counting down the top 10 electric type Pokemon cards of all time. This list is in fact my own personal opinion and takes into account multiple factors such as artwork, uniqueness, and pretty much anything that makes a card cool. The only rules are that the card had to have been available in a normal set, meaning no promo cards. Also, each Pokemon can only be on the list once, meaning you can only have Pikachu in say 10th place and not 3 different Pikachu cards in 2nd, 5th, and 7th. Now that that is out of the way, let's dive right into this top 10 electric type Pokemon card list. Starting off in 10th place, we have Light Jolteon non-holo from Neo Destiny. I know what some of you might be thinking, starting off a top 10 list with a non-holo, but hear me out and take a look at this card. It not only is a light card, which is only in this set, but also has other Pokemon in the artwork, which I absolutely love on any card. In this card, you can see Togepi snuggling up with Jolteon on a starry night with the Rattata curled up behind them. This is one of the first cards we saw with multiple Pokemon in it, and despite it being only a non-holo, it still takes 10th place on my top 10 electric type list. Moving on over to 9th place, we have Electivire Level X from Diamond and Pearl Mysterious Treasures. This is a card I actually packed myself and is one I have always really liked. Electivire is such a cool electric type Pokemon, and Level X cards are super underrated. With the Electivire and the electricity going beyond just the normal box the artwork is contained within is similar to the Gold Star cards of the Ruby and Sapphire era and makes for one really cool card. Speaking of the Ruby and Sapphire era, our next card is from one of those sets. Although it is a Pokemon I am sure not a lot of people expected to see on an electric type card list. In 8th place, the card I am talking about is Delta Species EX Rayquaza from EX Dragon Frontiers. This card combines 3 of my favorite things in Pokemon cards. Rayquaza, who is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, EX cards, which are my favorite special variation of Pokemon cards, and Delta Species cards, which are also some of my favorite because they give us really cool cards such as this one right here. Now this next card is a special one. In 7th place, we have Luxray Gym Leader Level X from Platinum Rising Rivals. This card is a fan favorite and was actually reprinted fairly recently in the 25th anniversary set. This card has it all. The cool Level X artwork, the throwback to the Gym series sets with it being a Gym Leader Level X, and being Falkner's Luxray, the ace Pokemon of arguably the coolest and most popular gym leader from Sinnoh. In 6th place, we have Ampharos EX from EX Dragon. This card speaks for itself, and honestly could have been higher on this list, but was intentionally left just out of the top 5 for a reason you will all find out about shortly. Elaborating more on this beautiful card right here, in the artwork, Ampharos' tail appears to be glowing, and with the holo foil pattern of the artwork, combined with the extra holo foil from the EX e-reader card, it actually does look like this card is glowing, which is one of the reasons as to why it sits in 6th place on this list. Moving on to the top 5, in 5th place, we have Zapdos Holo from Aquapolis. Zapdos is a Pokemon I am sure all of you expected to see on this list, and it is holding it down in 5th place, with this phenomenal card right here. Expedition, Aquapolis, and Skyridge have some of the best artworks in all of the Pokemon TCG, and this card is a perfect example of that. You have Zapdos thundering through the night sky with what it appears to be electric orbs, following shortly behind it. This card was available as a non-holo, reverse holo, and normal holo, and is just as breathtaking in each version. In 4th place, we have what might be the most electric card on this list, being EX Zekrom Full Art from Black and White Next Destinies. The blue electricity jolting throughout the background combined with the yellowish gold outline on Zekrom literally makes it look like this card is surging with electricity, and it is why it is in 4th place on this list. Starting off the top 3, in third place we have Delta Species EX Tyranitar from EX Dragon Frontiers. I know, on this list we have 2 electric type Delta Species EX cards, both from EX Dragon Frontiers. But there is nothing in the rules that says we can't have this, and these 2 cards most definitely deserve to be here on this list. When I first began making this list, this Tyranitar card was actually the first card I thought of because of how cool it is. As mentioned before, I love Delta Species and EX cards, but this card takes it to another level. You have the powerful, monstrous Tyranitar as an electric type card with blue electricity surging behind it like it is some sort of electrified Godzilla. Moving on over to second place, we have the only real exception we will probably ever make to the rules, and it is Dark Ampharos Hollow from Neo Destiny. Now I know I said you cannot have the same Pokemon on this list twice, but both of these Ampharos cards are just so cool. And because this one is a Dark Ampharos, I thought it was okay to make an exception. Dark cards were only available in this set, and this is without a doubt my favorite of them all. The Ampharos in this artwork has such a menacing look, fitting for the dark aspect of this card, and is so unusual for an Ampharos. Ampharos is normally that nice, kind Pokemon that helps out in the lighthouse, but this card throws all of that out the window with this wicked-looking Dark Ampharos with electricity surging out of its forehead. Before we take a look at the card I have sitting in first place, we have one honorable mention. That is Gold Full Art Zekrom from Black and White Legendary Treasures. This card is a card I personally really like, and one that I actually managed to pull twice. But I did not want to break the rules twice, and thought that the other Zekrom we had in fourth place just fit the whole electric vibe a bit better. But I could not have made this list without mentioning this card. Now moving on to first place, the moment you have all been waiting for. We have Trainer Gallery Pikachu VMAX from Lost Origin. Many people really like the Rainbow Rare Pikachu VMAX from Vivid Voltage, which I really like as well. But I feel this card takes everything cool about that card and goes 10 steps forward and beyond. This card is one of my top 5 favorite Pokemon cards of all time, and is most definitely my favorite electric type card of all time, which is why it sits all the way up here in first place, just like Red and his Pikachu sat on top of Mount Silver for all those years. And that is all for my top 10 electric type Pokemon card list. If any of you either agree or disagree with my list, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and this is the Pokeplaya signing out.